It's me, Mikey fucking Pipes. Mikey Pipes is a little frustrated. Just keeping it real. I am a little frustrated. You know, I'm actively seeking to fill a position within the Pipe Doctor Home Services organization at our Woodmere, New York location. And I'm just frustrated because I don't understand what is with today's younger generation. I really don't know. But I'm going to tell you a story. You guys ready for the story? Well, if you're not ready, pull up your pants, tie your shoes, and I'm about to tell you a story. So, a couple weeks ago, tired of using Indeed to try to find the right person to add to our small family team for an HVAC technician. I was like, I had a dream. And I was made aware of this website called ZipRecruiter. Being totally honest, I've heard about it in the past. I think I even signed up for an account years ago. Never used it. So anyway, I post the position on ZipRecruiter. And a couple days go by, I get a couple resumes. Now, there's a big difference between ZipRecruiter and Indeed. With Indeed, you're paying per day, a budget. With ZipRecruiter, you give them like $300 a month or $400 for the month, and your ad, is there the whole month. All right. So a potential significant price difference, because you spend $50 a day, times that by 30 days. Well, you can do the math. It's like $150, right? Last week, I believe it was maybe even Memorial Day, I interviewed a gentleman, an older gentleman, older than the other Mike and I. And he works for a company that's just barely giving him 20 hours worth of work a week. So he's not getting a full paycheck. And he tells me he has his EPA Universal 608, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, well, how much you want to make? And he gives me a number. I'm like, okay, I could work with that. Right? But actions speak louder than words. So I give him I extend him the offer, which he accepts on the spot. And I said, okay, but this is contingent. We got to do some background checking. We got to check your references. And I also need to make sure you have an EPA Universal 608 certification. All right, it's a no-brainer without that. It's a hard stop in the process if you don't have that. He goes, okay, I'll get it to you. I give him the forms, and I sent out a couple text messages to him, and he told me I would have him a couple days ago, and a couple days came and went, and today's now Tuesday, and Saturday evening was the deadline. Nonetheless, in the same time, I am still actively looking because you never know, it may not work out. I interview a young gentleman, He's at his first company, all right? He graduated with an associate's with HVAC, enhancement on his college 2-year associate's degree. And we meet 2 days ago, Sunday morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. He arrives early. I wasn't there till 10 o'clock on the dot because I had a previous business meeting. But he wanted to meet because, quote, he didn't want to miss the opportunity. I was like, okay, great. And I give him the capacitor test, which he blatantly says, I don't know how to do this. I was like, okay, you're young. You're here because you want to change, right? You applied for the job because you feel you're not going anywhere with your current employer. And you're not really doing what you were hired to do. You're doing mostly plumbing repairs with a group on a team, Like, you're not really doing HVAC repair. So I'm willing to put my neck out to you. And this is the story, which I don't really understand. If you're willing to put a commitment into yourself and to this company, I am willing to put a commitment into you. All right? So you're telling me you're making X amount per hour, and you like to make at least that. I said, I'll round it up, right? And I'm going to do one better because the commute is a little bit of a schlep. I will pay for your gasoline for as long as you work for this company. Okay? And it's performance-based, which means, right, I understand that you're going to be training with us for an unknown amount of time, right? So I have to invest in you, and you need to invest in yourself, and you need to make a gentleman's commitment with me. Like, if I'm going to invest time and effort in you, you need to stick it through, thick and thin. And I was like, I don't want you to give me an answer right now, right? But you said you wanted a change. I'm willing to help facilitate that change. But just like being in school, when you're done with class for the day and on your way home, the school is not over. You have what is called, and I gave him a pause, and I just make sure he was paying attention and listening and comprehending what I'm saying. And he goes, homework. I was like, correct. You have homework, which means you have to keep investing in yourself to learn more. But if you're willing to do that, I'm willing to stick my neck out for you and give this a solid, unconditional try. All right? We're not going to hope you do well, because he who hopes dies in despair. We're going to give us a solid 110% commitment, and you're going to give it all. And on top of that, now I can't tell you that you're forced to do this, but every Monday morning, usually every Monday evening, I have a class for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'm not saying you have to be there, but it would be to your benefit that you come to this free class. He goes, okay, I'll let you know by Tuesday. Well, his answer was that I appreciate the opportunity, but I'm going to stay with my current employer and hope to get more experience. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? You are actively looking to leave because you feel like you're at a dead-end job, yet you want to stay there. So it makes no sense. Either that, or he got a better offer somewhere else and just not man enough to say that. Hey, Mike, I got a better offer somewhere else. I would respect that. All right? And maybe give me an opportunity to maybe further discuss compensation. But that was his response, and I genuinely believe that's really what's happening. Like, he's just maybe just scared of change. And that's the next part of this video. Being scared of change. If you think you can go out and live life without sticking your neck out or trying to advance yourself by learning something new or a new skill or just general knowledge, don't be scared. There are many out there that are just scared. They're like a sheep, or like they're like cattle at a cattle farm. You know, they're a sheep. They're just schlepping along and going with the flow. Now, I'm not saying everyone could be a chief, and they'll maybe an Indian for the rest of their lives, but you can make a good living being a sheep. But don't accept that. Don't accept it. So guys, the search continues. The search continues. And I know, I have a very, very, very gut feeling that within the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a new person on the team at Pipe Doctor Home Services. I really have a really gut feeling because I just got that feeling, you know what I mean? I got that feeling. So, and it may be you listening right now. If you're tired of working for a mediocre company where you're not really felt appreciated, or you feel like you're stuck in a dead-end job, being just over broke, reach out to me, Mike at MikeyPipes.com. Let's have a conversation. If not, God will provide. Thanks for letting me rant and rave a little bit this late afternoon here in the great communist state of New York. Appreciate it. Good stuff. And make sure you check out the Mikey Pipes Cuffed and Uncensored channel, where it's a new venture. I'm not scared of doing something new. It's a new venture where I'm still waiting for the real promising content that I ordered a few weeks ago from the Sanford, Florida Police Department. But we post Florida's and other police departments in the United States, the stupid people acting dumb and getting themselves arrested. I got a couple of videos up there. You should check out the last one. This Karen from Connecticut is doing 100 miles an hour in Florida, Palm Beach County, and gets pulled over. Now, she admits to having a glass of wine, all right, and gets pulled out of the car, does a field sobriety test, and let's just say that she didn't go to jail that night for a DWI or a DUI. She just went to prison not prison. Prison is a year more of incarceration. She went to jail that night because she's a Karen from Connecticut. And you got to check out the video. Oh my God, it's retarded. It really is retarded. And don't forget, version 2.0, the Mikey Pipes 2025 custom commission posters are available, $42.50 each, delivered anywhere in the United States, all 50 states. You'll get some extra swag. You have 5 stickers, and you'll get a pen, a business card, and a magnet. All for $42.50. What are you waiting for? Links in the description box down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Be well, God bless, stay safe. My God, I think a beached whale can dive better than that. Oh.